What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. If you want up to 15 free stocks, Moomoo is going to give you up to 15 free stocks when you open a new Moomoo brokerage account. When you put $100 in that Moomoo brokerage account, they're going to give you 5 free stocks. If you put $1,000 in that Moomoo brokerage account, they're going to give you 15 free stocks. Limited time offer, so don't delay, act today. Get down in the description box, click on that Moomoo link, open up your Moomoo account today, go get that free stock, go get that free money. Federal Reserve has been lying to us, guys. This whole idea of we're only going to reduce rates twice in 2025, in my opinion, is a lie. Here's why I believe that. There's no way our economy or our labor market will hold up if we keep interest rates higher for longer. You got to remember, guys, interest rates have been higher for longer since 2022. We're getting ready to go into 2025. That's 3 full years. I don't think they can pull that off. I think they have to reduce rates more than 2 times, more than 50 basis points. I think they got to at least do 100, and I believe they will. But they acted in a dovish way because they felt like the stock market was getting out of control. And I also think it had a little bit to do with President Trump. Now, again, this channel is not political, and I'm not trying to get political, but I think behind the scenes, it certainly is some posturing going on. Well, President Trump wants us, and he's telling everybody we're going to reduce rates. Let's show him. But I think ultimately, President Trump will win because they have to reduce rates because our labor market and our economy and the American people are depending on rates being lower. Think about the housing market. How long do you think the housing market can last without rates coming down? You have millions of people who depend on the housing market to make their living and to take care of their families. With rates higher for longer, that's going to reduce the amount of people who are actively out looking to buy homes. It is. Housing market can't withstand that. They need rates to come down. So I think that's one reason why they will reduce at least 100 basis points next year. I also think that President Trump will continue to wage war against the Federal Reserve until they actually do decrease these rates, which in my opinion they will. So as investors, what should we be doing? What should be our mandate? Our mandate right now is let's go ahead and buy the dip. Now, we're long-term investors, so of course, buying the dip isn't all we do. Our primary function, in my opinion, should be dollar cost averaging in every month, every year until we reach our financial goals. No matter if the market is up, if it's down, if it's sideways, we should be buying. Always be buying, right? ABB. Now, right now, with the volatility in the market, what I'm doing is if the market falls by 10%, 15%, 20%, it's going to be short term. We all know that, right? So what I do is then I'll buy the dip. It won't replace my always be buying or my DCA, but it will give me an opportunity, since I'm a long-term guy, if the market does want to dip sharply, I'll just pick up some bargains and just hold them long-term. So listen, man, this will get better. These last few days, if you look at the month of December, we started off the first half of December doing great. And then as we got close to the Federal Reserve meeting, that's when things started to fall off the hill. And the reason is investors, I'm talking about institutional investors, hedge funds, Wall Street aliens, they knew already that the Fed would come out and say they were going to make fewer rate cuts in 2025. They knew this because back in early December, the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell spoke and said that they were going to exercise some patience. So your big time investors already knew this was coming. So what do? They still went ahead and made money up until that Monday before the Fed meeting. That's when they started dumping their positions on the 16th. Right? They started dumping their positions, 16th or 17th. I can't remember the date, but they started dumping their positions because they knew on the 18th, the Federal Reserve Chair would come out and say they were going to cut less in 2025. And they don't like uncertainty. So what do? They sold off. But shortly after that meeting, what did they do? They started buying back in when things were lower. And that's what they've been doing for the rest of this month. They've been buying in, selling off, buying back in, selling off. That's where your volatility comes from. Now, next year, again, I believe in January, when the Fed have their meeting, they will not reduce rates. They will stand firm on that decision they made on December 18th. But they will start reducing in their March meeting. That's my opinion, and I think they'll do 100 basis points. They have to, guys. The housing market depends on it. The labor market depends on it. The economy depends on it. And the American people certainly depend on it because we are a country that borrows money in order to survive, right? And this $1.3 trillion in credit card debt, people can't sustain that any longer. They got to start bringing these rates down and get to neutral. Now, by the end of 25, I think they'll be around a 4.25 to 4.50 Fed funds rate. That will be the rate. And then by 2026, they'll be under 3%, in my opinion. But next year, they're going to reduce at least 100 basis points. So this lie they've been telling us, they believe it's in our best interest, but it's really not. But that's the Federal Reserve, right? They will reduce more than 100, not more than, but around 100 basis points. So be on the lookout for that. Be ready for it. Get yourself in a position where you're buying ABB, right? DCA. And then if it falls by 10%, 15%, 20% for a short period of time, buy the dip. And just hold those investments long term. Remember, long-term investing is the key, guys. This is how we're going to make the money and do what we need to do is through long-term investing, right? So let's not forget that. But don't panic. Don't get afraid. Don't get scared. Just know that the Fed is just posturing. The Fed has the ability to change their mind, and they will. They will reduce, in my opinion, by 100 basis points. So let's make sure we just stay in control. Don't panic. If we do fall off by 10 or 15%, it's temporary. We know the stock market is a continuous bull market. So don't panic. Just have your reserve money ready to go buy the dip. And when times are good, if times are bad, if times are in between, DCA, always be buying and just do it long term and we're going to be fine. If you want those 15 free stocks from Moo, you know what you got to do, guys. You got to get down in the description box. You got to click on that Moo link and you got to go ahead and open up that Moo account and go ahead and get yourself up to 15 free stocks. Like I said, man, get down to that description box. Go get the free stock. Go get the free money. www.richardfain.net is the website address. Go check out the website. Stop in. Check out the digital products. I believe they'll change your financial life. So make an investment in yourself and grab you a couple. Don't forget to join the Wealth Builders, fastest growing financial community on Patreon. Matter of fact, tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern time, we got a live stream, private live stream just for the Wealth Builders, Q&A style. So be a part of that. Get yourself over to the website. Click on the join button, click on the membership button. It'll take you over to Patreon and come join the fastest growing financial community on Patreon. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, smash the like button. Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. Stay healthy, get wealthy, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.